Good morning. We'll start work and energy session 2 on numericals. So in session 1 we completed the theory part of the chapter. So worked examples, page number 148. It is example 11.1. It's very simple, children. I think 11.1 you can as well do it by yourself. A force of 5 Newton is acting on an object. The object is displaced through 2 meters in the direction of force. If the force acts on the object all through the displacement, then work done is. Find the work done. 5 into work done is force into displacement. Directly you can write here. Right? So it is 5 into 2. So work done is 10 joules. Simple one. Second one, 11.2. A porter lifts a luggage of 15 kg. Mass should always be in terms of kg as already discussed. From the ground and puts it on his head 1.5 meter above the ground. Calculate the work done on him by on the luggage. So here when we talk about work done by him is nothing but m into g into h. Why this m into g into h? Because he is lifting the luggage. So he lifts a luggage from the ground. So work done by him is equal to, if you consider here gravitational force they have not given, children, you can consider that as 9.8 or you can consider that as 10 as well. Because in the worked example they have given it as 10. We are not actually supposed to. Into 10 into 1.5. Actually this 10 will be minus. Why? Because he is lifting it and putting on his head against the thing he is putting on it. So work done, actually it is not negative, but we can write the answer as 225 joules from the ground to its head is against the gravity. You can write it. Answer will come in minus, so you can just write that in words. So the next worked example is on page number 151. The first two were very simple. Page number 151, 11.3, third one. An object of mass 15 kg is moving with a uniform velocity of 4 meters per second square. What is the kinetic energy possessed by the object? Do the calculation, children. How do you find kinetic energy is equal to half mv square? Moving with the velocity you can consider directly v. As I did not write how much here. 4. These direct questions I won't be solving again. You yourself can do it as well. Half mv square, substitute and do it. So kinetic energy formula I just mentioned. Right? You can substitute. Answer is 120 joules. Fourth one. What is the work done to increase the velocity of the car from 30 km per hour to 60 km per hour and mass of the car is given as 1500 kg. Now what is the work done? Now work done is nothing but, I'll just write the formula. Work done is nothing but change in kinetic energy. Always remember this. So change in kinetic energy is given by kinetic energy with respect to final velocity minus kinetic energy with respect to initial velocity. First of all, 30 km per hour, children, here. You have to convert this into 30 into 5 by 18. So 6 3s are 6 5s are. So this is 25 by 3 meters per second and V is 60 into 5 by 18. 6 3s are 6 10s are 50 by 3 meters per second. Right? Directly we'll apply change in kinetic energy formula. Work done is equal to half mv square minus half mu square. Remember this formula here. This is change in kinetic energy. Change is always with respect to like change in momentum. How do you write? Initial, final minus initial. Same thing here. So we will take half m common, same like how we have done this in surface area chapter. V square minus u square. Do the substitution, children, here, where half mass you have to substitute. V square value is 50 by 3 whole square minus 25 by 3 whole square. Final answer I will give you here what is being given in the book. 156375 joules. Do it in this method, rather calculating first this, then subtracting. Lengthier it will be. Okay. So remember this formula for work done, where change in kinetic energy you have to find out. So the next worked example, numerical. The simple ones I will just discuss it because few numericals are very, very simple here. Especially the worked examples what they have given. Fifth one, find the energy possessed by an object of mass 10 kg when is at a height of 6 meter above the ground, given g is equal to 9.8 meters per second square. So what is the work done? Work done, energy possessed. They have given energy possessed. Energy possessed is nothing but the potential energy. mgh. Substitute, multiply 588 joules. The numericals are very simple. Rather what you have solved numericals in motion chapter, force and laws of motion. Apart from, with respect to that, these sums are quite simple. Sixth one, an object of mass 12 kg at a certain height above the ground, if the potential energy of an object is 480 joules, find at what height the object is there, where gravitational energy, gravitation with respect to the ground is given as 10. So substitute, potential energy is equal to mgh, 480 is equal to 12 into 10 into h, h is equal to 480 divided by 120, h is equal to 4 meter. Okay. And the next one, with respect to power, it is now seventh one. Two girls, each of weight 400 Newton, climb up a rope through a height of 8 meter. So let's name the girl as A and B. Okay. So power expended by girl, weight of the girl. Weight of the girl is also given as m into g, that is 400 mass. No, in fact it's already a weight. So not the mass of the girl is given. In case if mass was given, then weight we would have found out. So already weight of the girl is given with respect to mass into gravity, that is directly as n. Similarly as this as well you can write. So two girls, each of weight 400 it is. Both the girls weigh same. Okay. Let's see the next part what they have asked. So a girl takes 20 seconds while B takes 50 seconds to accomplish the task. What is the displacement? To what height are they moving? H is equal to 8 meter. Both same thing. H is equal to 8 meter. Time taken by this girl is 20 seconds. Time taken here is 50 seconds. Now what we have to find here? Power. Power is equal to work done by time. Now with respect to with respect to here work done, how do we write? We write work done as mgh divided by T. So what is M? 400. Mg, totally what we have here as 400 into height is 8 meter divided by time is 20. 2 ones are 2 fours are 8. 4 fours are 16. 160 watt. Let's calculate for this curl as well. Power is equal to work done by time. Work done can be written as mgh divided by T, where mass into gravity is already given it as weight, which is 400, where height is 8, that is constant, divided by 5, 0, 0. 5 ones are 5 8s are 40. 8 8s are 64 watt. So this is power of girl A and power of girl B. You can give the conclusion. Power expended by girl A is how much and by girl B is how much. And the next one. A boy of mass 81. A boy of mass 50 kg runs upstairs of 45 steps in 9 seconds. If the height is running 45 steps in 9 seconds, if height of each step is 15 centimeter, we'll write that G is taken here as 10 meters per second square. Let us first calculate weight of the boy. Weight of the boy is given as M into G, that is 50 into 10, which is 500 Newton. Okay. Next, height of the staircase. Height of the staircase. First of all, height of the staircase according to them is here. How many steps are there? There are 45 steps into. It is 15 centimeter. We'll convert this. That is why I have written. Because they have given each step will measure 15 centimeter. So, such how many steps are taken by the boy? No, time taken by that is 9 seconds. So, you write this as 45 into 15 by 100, which is 6.75 meter. Or you can keep it as the same thing only. Then, time taken is how much? 9 seconds. Finally, what they have asked? Power. Work done by time. So this is mgh by T. So mg is 500 into 6.75 divided by 9. So power you get 375 watt. Okay. Next, ninth one. An electric bulb of 60 watt, power of the electric bulb rated at 60 watt is used for 6 hours per day. Okay, calculate the units energy consumed in 1 day by the bulb. Now always whenever energy consumed is asked, power should always be in terms of kilowatt. Remember that. So this is equal to 0.06 kilowatt. We know the conversion already. 1 kilowatt is equal, 1000 watt is equal to 1 kilowatt. So with that respect, energy consumed should always be in terms of kilowatt and the time should always be in terms of hours for energy consumption only. Okay. Directly, energy consumption they have asked. E is equal to P into T, where it is 0.06 into 6. 0.36 kilowatt hour. So energy consumed can also be written as 0.36 units. Kilowatt hour is nothing but units. Energy consumed by 60 watt bulb, if it is used for 6 hours in a day, so in one day energy consumption is 0.36 units. Okay. So for example, assume this 0.63 as 1 unit. So your 60 watt bulb, what you have it at home, if you are using 6 hours in a day continuously in break in between whatever time total you utilize, that is for 6 hours you consume. Forget this 1 unit if it was there. So 1 unit it consumes 2 units. 2 units means 2 kilowatt per hour. Understood? For example, if you see the rating, sometimes your washing machine consumes 3 units or 2 units in a day. These all things are there. Some appliances consume very less power, some appliances consume very high power. So the next one, yeah, with that we completed the worked examples. Now let's solve in-text question answers. I mean, not the in-text question answers, let us solve in-text numericals. So we'll start in-text numericals now and then with the exercise. So page number 148, I'll continue the question numbers as 10th one. A force of 7 Newton acts on an object. I will just give you the details, children. I think since it is very simple, you can do it as well by yourself. So a force of 7 Newton acts on an object. So force is equal to 7 Newton acts on an object. The displacement say is 8 meter. So S is equal to 8 meter in the direction of force. Let us take that the force acts on an object through the displacement. What is the work done in this case? So W is equal to F into S. So you know further what you have to do here. 7 into 8, 56 joules. That's all is the answer. Quite simple sums. Then we'll move on to fourth one. Fourth one is a simple one. It is similar to like this. I'll mark fourth one for homework. You know fourth one is from which one? A pair of bullocks. That is again from page number 149. I'll just write here page number so there will be no confusion. Page number 149, fourth one. The pair of bullocks exerts a force of 140 Newton. Mark that for homework, children. Next one on page number 142. So this 10th, 11th, it would be 12th one. Page number 152. The kinetic energy of an object of mass m moving with a velocity 5 meters per second is, kinetic energy is given as 25 joules. What will be its kinetic energy when the velocity is doubled? What will be its kinetic energy when it is 3 times increased? Okay. Many methods are there for the sum. I'll choose one of the simplest one. So kinetic energy is given as half mv square. Kinetic energy is given as 25. I'll first find the mass into phi square. So if I bring this 25 by 25 into 2 is equal to m, correct? So mass is equal to 2 kg. Now the actual question begins. What is the kinetic energy when its velocity is doubled? Velocity is doubled. So velocity is equal to 2 into 5 meters per second. Am I right? 2 times. So velocity is 10 meters per second. What is the kinetic energy? Kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. So half into mass is 2 into 10 tensor is 100. 2 and 2 cancel. So kinetic energy is 100 joules when the velocity is double. Second part, what they have given? Velocity is increased 3 times. Velocity is increased 3 times. So V is equal to 3 into 5 meters per second. So velocity is 15 meters per second. Kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. So half into 2 into 15 into 15. Cancel. Kinetic energy is equal to 225 joules. Very simple. So we'll go with the next one. 12th is over. Now 13th one. Page number 156, right? A lamp consumes 1000 joules of energy, electrical energy in 10 seconds. What is the power? So a lamp consumes, so work done. So what they have given here is energy consumes, energy. Time 10 seconds. What is the power? So work done is equal to, we know that power is equal to work done upon time. So work done is nothing but here 1000, where time is 10. You can keep it as it is. This is equal to power is equal to 100 watt. 14th one. So let's go with the next question now, which is on page number, I think on 158. Certain force acting on a 20 kg mass changes its velocity from 5 meter per second to 2 meters per second. I think this will be marked for homework, children. Complete 14th one. Not 14th one actually. It is actually a 4th one from page number. See, you need not get confused because I'll tell the page number, I'll read the question as well. Searching in your book is not a big deal. Page number 158. So what is the question? A certain force acting on 20 kg mass. Mass is given 20. Velocity changes from 5 to 2. That means initial is how much and final is how much, you know here. It is decreasing. Calculate the work done in this case. Now work done, how do you calculate? Change in kinetic energy. Do not go with the solution what I have given. I have made a mistake here. Now I will not tell what mistake I have done. But you know how to solve it. Change in kinetic energy. Do that. With respect to that you will get the answer. 158, 4th one I have marked for a homework. Then next one, 15th one then. A mass of 10 kg at point A on a table is moved to point B. So mass is 10 kg. If a line joining AB is horizontal, what is the work done by the object by the gravitational force? Explain your answer. It is not lifted, so H is equal to 0. It is not lifted to any point, but gravitational force they have asked. So with respect to work done is equal to mgh. So mass is how much? 10 kg. Gravitational force I'll consider 10 only, doesn't matter, where the height is 0. So what is the work done? Work done is also 0. With respect to gravitational force when they are asking, so that means it has to be lifted. Since we have not lifted it, it is lying flat on that. Since the gravitational force, since the total work done here will be 0. Because work done by the gravity on the body, not the work done by the body. Work done by the gravity on the body, because with respect to gravity we are not taking it to any direction. Hence it is 0. So the next question is on, the next question is the 9th one. Here in the book, what I am reading it here. So ours would be 16th one. The question is, a certain household has consumed 250 units of energy during a month. How much energy is this in terms of joules? You have to convert this in terms of joules. So let us write down 1 unit is equal to 1 kilowatt hour. Okay. So 1 kilowatt hour is equal to, what is that? 3.6 into 10 raised to 6 joules. 250 units. Therefore, 250 units is 250 kilowatts hour is equal to how many joules? 250 into 3.6 into 10 raised to 6. That is 9 into 10 raised to 8 joules. Kilowatt hour is nothing but units. That you all should know. The next one, according to me, it is question number 17, but in your book it is question number 10. An object of mass 40 kg, an object of mass 40 kg is raised to a height of 5 meter, above the ground. What is its potential energy? Okay, we have to calculate. If the object is allowed to fall, find its kinetic energy when it is halfway down. So it is made to fall. Now let us find potential energy here. We'll consider G is equal to 9.8 meters per second square. So potential energy is equal to mgh 40 into 9.8 into 5. Potential energy is equal to 1960. Rather than put work done. So this is nothing but work done. Now what they have asked, what is its kinetic energy when it is halfway down? Therefore, its kinetic energy when it's halfway down is 1960, because anyhow it is a work done only. Since it is coming down with that much of energy, just divide it by 2 is equal to 2 9s are 18, 2 8s are 16. 980 joules is the work done by kinetic energy when it is halfway down. As I have told you children, the numericals are very simple. Don't get confused with the question numbers. I have just continued the numbers. Follow the textbook, follow the numericals, they are in order. Next, we have to go with 18th. 18th one, and let me see what is the question in your book. It is actually the 14th question in your book. An electric heater is rated 1500 watt. How much energy does it consume in 10 hours? So it is rated at 1500 watt, means I have to convert this in terms of kilo hours, because we have to check how much energy it consumes. E is equal to P into T. So 1.5 into 10, that is equal to 15 kilowatt hour. That's all the answer. Suppose if you keep this in, see again I am repeating, whenever they have asked you to check the electric energy consumed, your power should be in kilowatt, your time should be in terms of hours. The same type of questions are again repeated next year as well. So that you have to remember, only for electric energy consumed. So let's go with the next one, 19th. And according to your book, it is actually 17th one. Calculate the work done to stop a car of mass 1500 kg moving at velocity of 60 km per hour. Calculate the work done. Kinetic energy you have to calculate. 60 into 5 by 18. 6 3s are, 6 10s are. So this is 50 by 3 meters per second. So calculate the work done. Kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. Substitute children the value here. So you will get this as 20.8 into 10 raised to 4 joules. Okay. Do the calculation, substitute what is m, what is v, multiply that 2 times and you will get the answer. We'll go with the next one and the last one. In your textbook also it is 20th one as well. Our example numbers as we go in order, it is 20th one. Find the energy in kilowatt hour consumed in 10 hours by 4 devices of power 500 watt each. Okay, so power is anyhow given in terms of 500 watt, so we have to convert that in terms of 0.50 kilowatt. First of all, energy consumed is equal to P into T, power into time, 0.5 into 10, so that is nothing but 5 kilowatt hour. Energy consumed is 5 kilowatt per hour. Now this is the energy consumed, therefore energy consumed by one device is 5 kilowatt hour. Therefore, energy consumed by 4 devices. 5 into 4, that will be equal to 20 kilowatt hour or 20 units. So, with this children we complete the work and energy chapter theory part as well as all the numericals, worked example, in-text as well as exercise numericals. I have marked some homework. If you get confused to which sum we have to do, I have discussed the sum, read out the sum, watch the video properly, sit with your textbook and your notes, mark it and then solve it.